Happy New Year, everybody. Wow, 2024. We are here. We have arrived. How is everyone doing this morning? Whew, man, let me tell you guys, I did not stay awake for the ball drop. I think this is the first year in maybe a few years that I was not able to stay awake. I was like, I'm going to bed. I got a new head wrap, compliments of my husband. I really like it. I washed my hair yesterday and I just put it in some twists so you can see my hair is just twisted because I know you guys are used to seeing my locks, but when I wash my hair, it makes it super frizzy. And so I either corn roll it or I put in some flat twists. So that's what it is. I just have it in some flat twists and some little balls in the back. I'm gonna take it out because it was hard to sleep with it was pulling the back of my head. So I got quite a bit to talk about today. So I'm going to give people some time to see if we're going to get some more people on, and then I'm going to jump right on into it. In the meantime, what did you guys do for the new year? Thank you, Vernita. I really like this. I asked my husband to get me some more lock socks, is what it's called. Probably can't see the logo right here. It's a little logo. Oh yeah, you can. It's like a green. They're called lock socks, and they come in like a tube form. It's open in the back and open in the front, but in the back you can like close it, you know, close it up. And so I think it's really cute. And he got me two other ones, and then it came with a free headband. So I thought it was pretty cool. So yeah, I like it. Happy New Year to you as well. Did you end up staying up for the ball drop? What were your plans for New Year's Eve? Did you do anything fun? Go to a party? Stay home like I did and slept? I slept. And it's sad because it was only one more hour until the new year, and I just could not. I was just like, I gotta go to sleep. My eyes were like, I was very tired. So why was I tired? Oh, I did wake up early yesterday to go to the laundromat because I had people stay over. Good morning and happy new year. I cannot pronounce that. Sakura qua pastel. Sakura qua pastel. Did I say that right? Good morning. I did wake up early. I went to the laundromat. I had people stay over for Thanksgiving, and we had so many comforters. It was so many comforters and sheets from me having bedding because I have these blow up mattresses for people to sleep on. And then my son's, his bedding, everything. So I had to go to the laundromat. Your daughter changed her name. That's funny. And she made it the longest name possible. um, so I had to take all of those comforters and sheets to the laundromat because if I would have tried to wash it at home, I would have only been able to do like one comforter and a thing of sheets at a time. And it would just been, I asked the family to help me. Nobody helped me to do it like by washing a comforter a day for me. So I had to go to the laundromat. Me and my husband went. I didn't go with myself. So we kind of made a date of it in the morning. Then I went to the grocery store to get the things that I wanted to cook for dinner. Dinner was really good. That's probably why I was sleepy. I'm probably had the itis. I was very, very tired. And then I had to go to the beauty supply store for my daughter. Then I came home and I was just kind of tidying the house, cleaning the floor. I was just doing so much yesterday, guys. It's like I woke up and I hit the ground running. That's basically what happened. So I by the time 11 o'clock came around, I was like, I'm done. Done. I can't do it. He stayed home. They enjoyed their fireworks. Started at 8 p.m. I stayed up to get the Epson scanner you recommend. Okay. Was it on sale? Was the scanner on sale last night? Because someone else had asked me about that scanner and I went and I saw it was $200. I think I got it with a discount. I think I got mine for 179. I think. I don't remember paying 200 for it. I see it's 200 now though. So was it on sale, Bernita? Mm, this coffee is so good. And it's the last of it. So I gotta go to the store and get some more. I like to drink community house coffee. If you guys are familiar, it is so smooth. And I like the flavor because I don't really like coffee like that. I'm usually the type of person that puts a lot of sugar in it, put a little bit of cream. And this coffee is the one that I like because it's not very bitter. Bernita, Best Buy had them on sale. What? Oh man, you guys better jump on that. Is the sale over with? Was it like a um after no, after Christmas holiday sale? Was it New Year sale? So I heard that the 300 has some glitches. So once you use it, it ended this morning on. So once you use it, let me know. I heard that it's very glitchy with the wireless. Somebody else told me that they bought the 300 and they came and did was a witness for me and they saw how mine's work and they said that theirs does not work like mine's. I was like, really? But it's the new edition. But sometimes the newer edition doesn't mean better. So please let me know what your experience is with it, okay? I'm trying to remember what did she say. She was saying the battery dies quick. Mine is not wireless. No, I have to plug mine into the laptop. I didn't want to get wireless because one thing about wireless is depending on where you are, you're not going to get a good connection. So wired is always better. Now, if you're at home, if you're only doing scans at home, it's different, right? But when I go to different areas, I don't get a good signal. So, in order for you to get wireless, right, you're going to have to make sure that your computer has a connection. So you're going to hook up to right, you're probably your hotspot, right, on your phone. Well, we know how intermediate that can be. And so then the scanner will have to hook up to the computer, given that the computer has a good connection. So that's that. And then she was telling me if you are going to be scanning more than maybe 20 something um, pages, she said the battery go dies quickly. So like you're going to be charging in between signings per se. Um, I just bring my, I have my hookup in my car. So I have the plug to my scanner in the car and I mean in my bag. And I can plug that up to my connection in the back seat. I mean in the trunk. And my scanner works perfectly. I excuse me, posted a picture of me doing some scans. My scanner is very, very fast. Now it's not as fast as the big one that you would bring with you, but I'm not trying to carry a big scanner with me. I needed that compact one like what you bought and what I have. That goes in my notary bag so I can bring it everywhere with me. But that was only the experience of a person, of one person. You may have a different experience. So please let me know if you have a different experience. If you have the same experience, though, you may want to get the one I got just because, yeah, you don't want to run into any issues when you're out trying to do scans because if the battery goes, then you're going to have to plug it in anyway, right? So, yeah. All right. Let's see. First thing I want to talk about is this is a new year, guys. So what the new year means that you got to update things for your business, okay? So I'm going to share my screen. There we go. Does that even look right? Let me see. Let's do this. Oh, okay, that's better. All right, so at the end of every month, I meet with a handful of notaries and we do our end of month business meeting. what we do with that is, let me scroll down because the social media content planner is a part of the business worksheet, but we don't do that together. That's something you could do on your own. That's just a template for it. What we do is we go over SMART goals. Okay, so if any of you are familiar with SMART goals, it's important that you do this every month for yourself. Okay, you will have some goals that you will be completed quarterly, but for the most part, you want to have some monthly goals so that you know what you're working towards and you have an idea of what you're working for. All right, we can't just be working. We got to have goals, guys, to work towards. So every month, we get together and we do this for the next month. At the end of the month, though, on the back of this page, we talk about what did we accomplish, what turned out as planned, what didn't turn out as I thought it would. We want to celebrate a win for the month. We want to give everyone encouragement and motivation. And then we want to admit a loss. Hold yourself accountable. State how you will prevent or change it if possible. Okay. So at the end of every month, we go over our SMART goals results, and then we also create new goals for the upcoming month. Okay. Anyone is able to join this meeting. You do have to sign up for it though. And I have to make a new one for this year. The reason why you have to sign up is because um, I cannot remember to add emails. Like the way that I had it set up before, I just would add a person's email. But now I do have more people being interested in joining the end of month meeting because everybody wants to be an effective business owner, right? We want to be effective, we want to be efficient. We don't just want our business being all willy nilly. Okay, so this is new year, new opportunities, and new ways of doing things, better ways. So I'm going to create another session and I'm going to do the session for the first 6 months of the year. Okay. I think that's easier to do than me doing it for the year. So I'm going to set it up for the first 6 months of the year. There will be a sign up, and you can access that sign up on the notaryeducationgroup.com events page. If you're not familiar, I have shared that website a couple of times live. On the events page is our event calendar. On the event calendar, it has everything that we're doing, all the scheduled lives, and it has a link so that you can access all of those sessions. Okay. So you never have a reason to not know, well, where am I supposed to go? That link is always going to be on that event calendar. All right. So that's it for the SMART goals. We also have a monthly small business results. All right. So what did you do for the month? Did you have some GNW, which is general notary work? You have some loan signings, you have some remote online notaries, you did some apostles, weddings. That's what these sales goals are. So, whatever you were working towards, you can put this for when you make your goals. And then you want to put how you started, how you finished. You started out with 0, you finished with 15 or so. Okay. Your daily sales volumes. Okay. It's important to keep track of how much you make every day. You should have a business goal for every day that you are open and working. Okay. Then you have here on the other side your other goals, and then you have a to do list. Okay. There may be some things that month that you got to do that you want to make sure that you don't forget. All right. So those are the business forms, and that's the things that we touch base on when we do our end of month business meeting. I don't have my mouse. Hold on. I'm using this darn scroll pad. Oh, my mouse is downstairs. Usually I'm downstairs in my office. I'm upstairs today. Next, we have a weekly notary appointment scheduler. I included the sample with this so you would know how to fill it out. And then there's the blank page. So there was a couple of things that I did last year. Okay, so last year I had a planner. Well, with the planner, I didn't need all of the other things in there. I really just needed the appointment keeping part. So what I decided to do was I made this appointment page. That way I can keep track of my appointments because like I was telling you guys, when I get an order notification, okay, if it doesn't come directly to me, I need to know if I have availability for me to do this appointment. So what I was doing was I was jumping to my calendar app to see what my appointments are, and then jumping back to the notification. But by the time you do that, if any of you are familiar with the notifications, people can click it and get it before you. Whoever clicks it first gets it. So me going to my calendar to look and then jumping back to the notification is gone. So I needed to be able to have something that I can look at so I don't have to leave out of that notification. And that's why I created this appointment page. I do also have a calendar on my desk downstairs, but this appointment page is better because on the calendar, I'm still going to have to write the time. So let me show you how this works. I put a sample here. So you have the times, okay? You're going to have to write the dates. The dates do not come populated. So you're going to write the dates, okay? What week is this going to be covering? This example covers week December 31st through January 6th, which is this week. Okay, so you get an appointment. You're going to type, well, not type. I mean, if you type on, it's fine, but I print mine out so I can write on it. You're going to write the type of appointment. Okay, remote online, fine. But right here, job type and location is very important. Hi, Reggie. Good morning. Happy New Year. Job type is important and location is important because if you get a notification and they want you to do something and you want to make sure that the location doesn't conflict. No, I did not decide to continue the membership, Vernita. All of these forms that I'm going to be sharing with you guys are in my member library, is what it is. So we don't have a membership anymore. And the member library that was a part of the membership is no longer free. So you would have to pay to access the member library. But the good thing about the member library is I'm always adding things to it. I'm always updating. And our end of month meetings, the replays are going to be in the member library. Any trainings that I do live, the replays are going to be in the library. So that's how we're going to do that. Because I want to make sure that it's worth you guys time. Okay. Yeah. So you want to make sure that the job that you take is not going to be in a location that's going to conflict with the location of the appointment that you have before or after that, right? So I have that here so that you put your job type and location. So here, for example, let's say you have an inspection and it's going to be in Royal Oak. You get a notification come through and they have a signing and it's going to be a Warren. Okay. Royal Oak and Warren is a little bit away from each other. So you want to make sure you give yourself a little bit of time to get to the next appointment. Okay. So that's why I have job type and location. This also gives you a good view of how your week went, how many appointments you did for the day, what those appointments were, and so forth. All right. So I shredded it. I did use these the last 2 weeks of the year. And it worked very well because I can carry the sheet with me, upstairs, downstairs, whatever. So that is available for you guys in the library. All right. Next thing I want to share is mileage log. I did absolutely terrible with keeping track of my mileage for the year. And it's going to be difficult for me to go back and tally it up, but I did that to myself. Got to hold myself accountable. I got to get it done. It's hard to do things when you're working a full-time job and you're working a business as well, so no excuses though. I'm going to make sure that I go back and do it. But this year I created this mileage log so that I can make sure that I'm keeping track the way I'm supposed to. So how you do it is pretty simple. You put the dates. What did your odometer start at? Where are you going? From location to location, your odometer in, your total miles, and then what was the purpose? A notary appointment, going to FedEx to ship, whatever the purpose is, okay? Going to a networking event, going to a continuing education meeting or so forth, okay? That's what we're gonna use that purpose for. And so this is also in the library. And I don't think I want to name it member library anymore. I'm going to probably change the name of it. I don't know. But right now it's still called the member library, okay? Next, because it's a new year, most of us are having to make sure we fill out a new W-9, okay? You have to make sure you fill out that W-9 every year, and you got to upload it to all the platforms that you are a part of. So my platform list is over there um, on my board, but this is a blank one for you guys to be able to print out and use. You want to keep track of all the platforms that you're on. Okay, it's really hard to keep track of it off the top of your head, especially if you are working a full-time job and you're a mom, you're a wife, you're doing a whole bunch of other stuff. You're just not going to be able to remember every platform that you signed up with. So this log is designed to help you keep track. All right. Next, we have the notary price worksheet. All right. For those of you who are thinking about changing your fees for the year, this can be a good tool for you. For those of you who are just getting started, you have no idea where to start with getting a fee schedule together, this is good for you too. The second page lets you know what you're doing for each item that you see listed there, okay? Okay, next, it's the end of the year, which means that we need to put together our annual profit loss and statement form so that you can give it to your tax preparer for your business. All right. This form is also found in the library. I have it set up for monthly, quarterly, and annually. The annual one is the one that you will give to your tax preparer, for the previous year taxes. The monthly one you may want to keep, track of how you did for the month, and the quarterly. Okay. This is for those of you who you're not really keeping a bookkeeping software. You don't really have, I'm sorry, a bookkeeping software. I have a bookkeeping software where I can generate those reports automatically. Okay. But for those of you who are maybe using Excel, okay, and you need something to be able to write down everything, or maybe you just didn't do a good job of keeping track of everything, you got to go back to your bank statements and do it like that. Whatever the case, this form is for you. Okay. Right. And then I didn't put it on here, but don't forget to put your notary fees. Other business expense, you want to put how many notary stamps that you did, because that is not taxable. Like, they don't tax our notary fees that we charge, okay, per stamp. Now, that doesn't mean your, other stuff that you charge for, but those notary stamps, the fee we charge for that, we don't get taxed for it. So make sure you put that under your other business expense, how many notary stamps you did. All right. Next form. Where's my W-9? Did I not open it up? Here, let's see. I may have closed it. Well, let me see. Now, we all know that we have to fill out a new W-9. Let me open it up. There we go. You have to fill out a new W-9 form every year, okay? How are we filling this out? If you're going by your name and not a business, you're going to put your name here. If you're going by a business name, you're going to put your business name here. If you are a single member LLC or a sole proprietor, you're going to check this box here. If you have your business set up as anything else, then of course you're going to choose these down here. All right. Any of them that apply. Okay. Here you're going to put your address and information. If you are working your business as just a individual, you're going to put your social. If you are working it as a business, you should have an EIN number. They are free. All right. Do not let anybody talk you into paying them for it. You go to irs.gov, type in the search EIN number, and it will take you to the page. Then put your EIN number here. You're going to sign and date this, and you are going to upload this to every platform that you have joined, every company that you have partnered with to do work for. They're going to need an updated W-9 form. So make sure that you fill this out as soon as possible. and make sure that you upload it to all the platforms and email it to all the people that you're working with. Okay. So that is it for all of the business forms that I wanted to share with you. I'm going to stop sharing my screen because now I want to go over some of the topics that I listed. Anybody have any questions about the forms? No, it's quite a bit of them, but that is the forms that you should be using being a business. No questions? All right. So first order of business, I have to talk about this because this is a pain point of mine, communication. Guys, we got to do better with being communicating. With doing we have to do better with our communication with customers, with clients, with our peers in general. Some people have really bad communication skills. Okay. If you are working for signing services, if an order comes through that you cannot do, you need to respond. Even if you cannot do it, you need to respond. These computers are designed to pick out those people who are active and who are not active. If you get a notification come through and you can't do it and you're not responding, that computer is going to tally up how many times you didn't respond to orders sent to you. And then they're going to stop sending you notifications as often and eventually not send them at all. Okay. This is why people are seeing like, oh man, I'm not getting notifications. How are you getting notifications? Are you responding? Because they have an option there to respond. Yes, I'm available. No, I'm not available. You need to be responding. No, I'm not available. It doesn't matter how many times you respond that, at least the computer recognizes that you are active, you are receiving the notifications, you just can't do it. It's the same thing for me. Now, I told you guys some time ago that I needed witnesses. Okay, I need witnesses because I get a lot of signings where a witness is required, and I can't be both witnesses. I can be one, but I need somebody else too to be a witness. I was using my husband, but his work schedule now does not allow him the availability to be my witness. So that means I'm going to have to rely on you guys. I designed it to where I will send out a text message blast to those of you who have signed up, and I need you to respond. I need you to either say accept or decline. If I send you notifications and I'm noticing that you're not responding, I'm taking you off the list. Because how am I supposed to know if you still want to um, be a witness or if you are actively working? I don't know if you never respond. Now, for my witnesses, I pay the same day. Now, at first, the way I had it set up was I wanted to issue out checks because it would be easier for me to categorize them when they come into my banking, right? For my bookkeeping software. But I had an issue with a check that I gave to a witness, and that check wasn't cashed until later on, and it was because of the person's bank. So I don't want to go through that. If I give you a check, I want you to cash it right away. So I'm like, I don't want to do that because I don't want to be waiting. So what I have opted to do was use Zelle Pay or Apple Cash Pay. I can even do PayPal if you use that. But I pay you the same day. Okay. It's $25 per witness. So you get paid $25 to meet me at the location, sign as a witness, and you can leave after that. You don't have to stay unless you want to. But I pay you the same day. It's easier for me to do that. That way I can look into my bookkeeping software. My bank fee will come through stating that I paid you, and then I can create a bill and mark it as paid, so showing that I paid you. Okay. You will have to sign up to my vendor portal. That way I can write that I owe you a bill. Okay. It's easier for me to do that because if I don't remember, let's just say I'm busy that day and I couldn't send you the payment right before we left. And I told you I would see you the payment at the end of the day. What if I don't remember? What if you don't remember? I have to keep track of these things because I don't want to forget to pay anybody. So you have to sign up in my vendor portal. only thing I need is your name and your email, and you can fill out all the information that's in there yourself. Before, I was having you guys send me all of that information. I don't want to go through that. Just give me your name and your email. I will send you the vendor portal sign up. You can upload your information and fill it out that way. Okay. The more information I have for you, the better. The less information I have for you, you're just going to put yourself at a default of not being able to get orders from me or whatever. That's on you. But I need witnesses. Okay. I need witnesses for in person. I need witnesses for online. So far, I have 2 people who are the most reliable. They communicate with me directly, let me know either they can do it or not. And those 2 young ladies will be getting a raise this year. Okay. Because I appreciate them. And although the companies that I work for, they, probably won't give me more, I am willing to pay them more out of my own pocket because I am so appreciative of their help. Okay. So if anybody who is located in the Tri-County area of Florida would like to assist me in being one of my witnesses, just shoot me your name and your email so I can send you the vendor portal. It's super important that I have a good list of reliable notaries that can help me. Okay, because I need it. If I don't have a witness for my signings, then I can't take the signing, which means I'm going to miss money. I don't want to miss money. So I need reliable people. So far, I have 2 reliable people. Okay. So I'll be reaching out to you too to let you know what that increase will be. And I'm still going to send my orders out saying that is $25, but you two will know that it will be more because I have put you into a new tier. Okay. So communicate, please. Super important. Emails, text messages, phone calls. You guys got to be better with communicating. What I did was I have a notification, and you guys may hear it from time to time if I'm on live. My email, my work email, it chimes whenever a new email comes in that inbox because I don't ever want to miss an email from a customer, from a client, none of that. My work email is important, and I need to have a quick response time to those emails. So, for those of you who have the email on your phone, set a notification alarm or alert, so that you are notified whenever you get a new email in your business email. It is no excuse for you guys to not be getting your emails and not responding in a timely fashion. If you want to portray yourself as being a professional business, you need to have quick response times. Okay. We're not getting emails, texts, and calls and responding in an hour. Totally unacceptable, guys. We need to have a response rate at 5 minutes or less, if possible. Okay. All right. Next, it is the new year. And for those of you who are not familiar, we are going to have to start making sure that our witnesses add their address on all conveyance deeds. Okay. What is a conveyance deed? It is the transfer of legal property rights from seller to buyer. Okay. So we have the quitclaim deeds, we have the warranty deeds. Those where the witnesses are there. Some of the forms are not updated. So if you see a deed and a conveyance deed, I'm sorry, and it just says witness signature and it doesn't have a space for them to put their address, have them add their address anyway. Okay. These documents are recorded with the county and they can be rejected. Okay. As of January, all the conveyance deeds, the witnesses must add address. Okay. So let's remember that. When you guys are getting paid for your services, you want to make sure you're collecting payment before the service. Okay. Now, I'm not saying for you guys to be, and some people do it. I don't have deposits per se, but when I have customers come to me, I look over everything that they brought me. Okay. This way I can know if I can notarize this or not. If I can notarize it, I'm looking to see how much everything is going to be based on what they are wanting. And then I tell them what the fee is and I have them pay right then and there. I'm not filling out anything, signing anything, or stamping anything until I'm paid. Okay, so that's what I mean about collecting payment before service. Let's say you went to a mobile notary appointment and you arrive and you look over everything and you know what you got to do. Have them pay right then and there. All right, based on what I see, it's going to cost such and such. Are you paying with cash or card? Have them pay before you do the service, because you don't want to perform the service and they tell you, oh, you know what? I didn't go to the ATM and my card is suspended. Oh man, I don't know how I'm going to pay you. Do you accept cash up? No, do not give them the opportunity to stiff you. Look at what you're doing, have them pay, and then perform the service. Okay? And it's not wrong to do that. You're already there. You already see what you need to do. So now you can collect payment. All right. This is the year where we're not going to be getting stiffed, guys. Okay. We're not going to be performing services and people can't pay all of a sudden. All right. Next. Oh, and I screw myself with this. If you're using a bookkeeping software, we need to be reconciling our books monthly, guys. As soon as you get that bank statement, you need to go into your bookkeeping software, reconcile your account for that month. What does that mean? You want to make sure that all of the transactions that came in through your bank feeds and your bookkeeping software matches with that printed bank statement. Sometimes my bookkeeping software duplicates transactions and I won't know unless I go in there and reconcile. So what I did is I'll have the printout of my bank statement and then I have all of the transactions there under the reconciliation page and I'm checking off the transactions as I see them. Sometimes I'll see a transaction or sometimes I won't see a transaction on the reconcile page, but it's listed on the bank statement. And I may have to add it manually because it happens. It's a computer. It can duplicate stuff, or sometimes it won't feed in a certain amount of days or a certain day. So me having my bank statement, the bank statement is accurate. You just need to make sure that that bank statement matches your books for that month in your bookkeeping software. So this is what I mean by making sure you reconcile your books monthly. Next, this is another thing I ran into. So not everybody pays by e-check. Some people mail checks to me. And sometimes when I get checks mailed, they do not include a stub. So what you need to do is, and this is with my bookkeeping software. If you have Zoho books, then you will understand what I'm saying. When I receive my checks, I go to the invoice because I create an invoice for every order that I do that I wasn't paid for. That way I'm reminded this payment is due or it's past due or whatever, or it's missed. So I go in, I put that I received the check, but I did not deposit it yet. So I received the check and I put it into my undeposited funds. When I go to the bank and deposit all my checks, then I will have the deposit show up in my bank feeds. And then everything that's in undeposited funds, I match it to that deposit and then we're done. Now, the point I was making with sometimes I don't get the pay stub, you need to make copies. Okay. The checks that you receive, make a copy of it. And once it's deposited and it's cleared, write void on it. Okay. I keep my checks and my check stubs for the year. At the end of the year, I shred everything. The reason I keep it is because I need to be able to know when people have paid, or my bookkeeping software is really good with it, but let's just say I'm not on my bookkeeping software and I get a call. I think we paid you more than once. You did? Oh, let me check my folder. Go, when did you pay me? I can look through those real quick as opposed to, okay, wait, let me power up my computer. Okay, I got to go to my bookkeeping software. Hold on just a sec. No. Sometimes I don't have time to do that. So I keep all of my check stubs. I bought a void stamp. I was writing void on all of my, I just bought a void stamp. You guys know that I have a lot of stamps, right? I'm a stamp collector, I guess. Make copies of those checks. That will serve as your pay stub if you didn't have a pay stub with it. If you have a pay stub with it, you don't have to make a copy of the check. But I have signed, I won't say signed up with, but I've had new companies contact me because I send out a mass email letting everyone know I'm working full time now. So I've been working with a lot of new companies, and some of those new companies mail a check and it doesn't have a stub. And what happened was I was depositing those checks. And when you go to the bank to deposit your check, they take the check and that's it. So you don't have any copy, you don't have any record. So I was trying to remember off the top of my head who it was, because when I go to my bank feed, it only shows the deposit of the amount. It doesn't tell me each individual amount. It's just a lump sum amount of what I deposited. So I was going crazy. And so learn from my mistake, make copies of the checks, and after that check clears, stamp void on it and file it away. Okay. Now, my checks that I've gotten for last year, I'll be spending this week shredding them. I have a whole file of them. I'll just be shredding them away. Next thing. Oh, and then file them in a secure place. I have file cabinets with locks, so that's my secure place. But for those of you who don't have that, put your stubs in a secure place, because don't forget those stubs have people bank accounts on them, their bank account and their routing number, and you don't want anybody to get a hold of that stuff. So file those stubs away in a secure place, okay, or the copies of the checks that you voided. Hopefully by now, everyone who is claiming to be in business has a business checking account. Okay. It is super important that you have a separate account to where you are receiving funds for your business. Okay. We do not want to be using our same personal checking accounts to receive business funds. All right. So please, if you have not done so already, make sure you have a business checking account. Those of you who are not yet in business, that is something that you will need to do. Okay. And you want to do it before you start accepting money for work. How you get a business checking account is making sure that you have your business registered with your state or county, however it is done where you live, and make sure that you have an EIN number. Okay. It's free. Just go on irs.gov. You need to have your business registered first before you claim an EIN number for it. All right. So register your business, get back the paperwork saying that your business registration is completed or approved. Then you claim your EIN. Well, not claim, apply for your EIN number. Okay. Now, another important thing I wanted to talk about is blank fields on documents. Okay. So it was brought to my attention that, and I already kind of knew this, but I wanted to share this with you guys. When you are doing notarizations, your notarial block is the only thing that you should be editing or filling in. Okay. If you see blank fields that are within the document, if it's not for the signer to fill in, you don't want to be filling it in. Now, when it comes to dates where the signer signed, dates of execution, you're going to have to make sure those dates reflect the same day. The reason I'm saying is because I've been getting a lot of the warranty deeds and the bill of sales, where if you notice on that first page, it'll have a blank saying that the bill of sale dated this date, the warranty deed dated this date. We don't want to put a date there because you don't really know what date goes there. It may not be the date that we're signing, because the deed may have been generated beforehand or after, whatever. It may be where you're meeting with the seller and then somebody else is meeting with the buyer. So the date is not going to be the date that you met with the people and signed. So we don't want to put in a date. Put in a number for that. Okay. You want to make sure that you're only filling in fields that you need to. And if you ever have a question about whether they want us to fill it in, call the person that hired you. Call the person who drafted up the document. Okay. Never be afraid to ask questions. Okay. Because they want the documents to be right the first time just as much as you do. So if you call to ask them a question, they're not going to say, we're not going to hire that person anymore because they got too many questions. No, they appreciate the questions. Ask the questions. All right, let's see. And then if you do have to change anything, if you have to change the sign dates, make sure you're having the signers put initials there. Or if you had to change a date, you put an initial there. Okay. Next, I do not explain documents. Okay. Do not. That is not what we're there for. We're not there to tell them why your interest rate is this way, why they're doing this and not that. How did they come up with this? How was this possible? We're not there to explain that. We're there to explain what and where to sign and initial, what this document is. Okay? If they have questions about anything else, if it's not already there in the document, you need to refer them to the person that they're working with. Okay? I can't tell you guys how many times I have gotten questions about information that I don't have a knowledge on. I don't have the knowledge on why your contract was edited the way it is. Okay? Now, if you want to know what a document is, the information is in that document itself. Okay? So if a signer asks you, what is the terms and conditions? Read it. Read it. You don't need to come up with your own definition. The information that they need to know is right on the document. They may not want to read it. You can read it out loud to them. Okay? We're not explaining documents. We're not confusing signers. Read what it is right there on the document. Okay? And that was all I had, guys, for today. That was all I had. So I hope that that was good information. It's the new year, okay? And that means that we got to kick it into gear, okay? There are going to be some places that are not open today, but tomorrow we're going to be back into the full swing, okay? So make sure that you have all your platforms updated with your new W-9. If you're off today and not doing anything, it doesn't take that long to fill out a new W-9 form. Fill out the W-9 form and get it uploaded to all the platforms that you are a part of so that they have this year's W-9 from you, okay? It's important for them to be able to keep record of everybody that they are paying. That's what the W-9 is for. Because if they pay you a certain amount for the year, they have to report that to the IRS. And if they don't have a W-9 on file for you, then they're not going to want to pay you because, you know, they don't have a way of keeping track. So make sure that you guys are filling that out and uploading it. And yeah, that's it. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to be going to have dinner with my mom and my granny and my aunt because my granny and my aunt are going to be leaving town Tuesday, Wednesday, I think Wednesday. So yeah, we're gonna go do that. We're gonna go to Golden Corral. You know, it's the seniors' paradise. They love going to Golden Corral. It's a buffet, and they can pick anything they want to eat. Especially my kids, they love Golden Corral because they know they can go there and get anything, and mom is not gonna get mad if they don't eat it. I don't care what you don't eat. We're here. There's plenty of food. Go have at it. So you guys have a good rest of the day. Again, Happy New Year. And oh, it was a couple of things I need to do. The book review. We're going to go over this book review. I'm going to set it up for Saturday. Okay. We're going to go over it. We got to finish it, right? For those of you who have already purchased the book and you probably already finished it by now, good for you because you're going to need this in the new year. It's giving you all the tips you need to get your business kickstarted and set up the correct way. All right. So Saturday, I have to look and see where we left off. We'll go ahead and do a book review on the next guides. Okay. And then those of you who wanted to sit live with me, we're going to be setting up our ads for January. All right. We're going to either be doing a Google ad or a Nextdoor ad, whichever one you want to do. But we need to start these ads, get that marketing going because this is the new year. New year, new business, new opportunities, right? So I'm going to schedule that as well. And then I'm going to also put the link in the event calendar for all of those lives. Okay. So we're going to do the live. We got to do it this week. Not going to be able to do it today. We got to do it this week though. We're going to do the live where I'm also going to be setting up my marketing ad, and so it's going to be like a live workshop. I'm not going to just be talking. You guys are going to be doing and listening to me as I'm telling you what to do, and you can ask the questions. But we're going to be live setting up our marketing ad for Google or Nextdoor, whichever one you want to do it for. And you need to have a budget of at least $60. Not for me, for your Google ad, because we're going to do $2 a day. Okay. At minimum, you can do however much you want, but at minimum, you need to set aside $60 so you can pay Google or Nextdoor for the $2 per day that you're going to be doing for your marketing ad. We're going to run the marketing ad for a total of 30 days. So it'll be 30 days from the date that we start. Okay. So it's not going to just technically be for January. We're going to be doing the workshop on, let's just say Sunday. There's going to be 30 days from that date. Okay. So make sure you come ready with your $60 in your card so you can put it in on the thing. I'm coming ready with my budget that I have for my marketing, and we're going to put our ad together, all together as a group. And then you're going to wait for Google or Nextdoor to tell you it's approved and it's live. All right. So I'm super excited about that. Be on the lookout for that link. Be on the lookout for the link for our end of month meetings for the first 6 months. So you can sign up and add your email so I don't have to add it. And then also be on the lookout for when I set up the book review for the guides that we stopped at. All right, guys. So I know that was a mouthful, but just be on the lookout. I'm adding the links to the event calendar. So it's not going to be, where do I find the link? Go on my website and go on the event calendar. I can't be posting the links to all the different platforms. You know how many platforms I have? That's a lot of work. So this is why I put the link in the event calendar that's on the notaryeducationgroup.com event page. Go to the calendar, go to the date, click on the link and do what you got to do, or save it. You can also save it to your calendar from my calendar so that you can be reminded of it. All right, guys. So I made it easy for you, but I can't be holding your hand. You got to go to the page and see what events are going on that you want to be a part of. Okay. So I'm going to go. You guys have a good rest of the day. And I will talk to you guys again next Monday. And be on the lookout for those new dates that I have. All right. Do you guys have any questions before I log off? Happy New Year, Ari. I'm happy that you guys appreciate me. All right, I'll stay on just a little while longer to see if you guys have any questions, and I'm gonna log off, okay? Oh, that coffee is so good. You got a question, Bernina? What's up? Did you see a message? I got an error that chat disconnected. What? No, I didn't see it. It's not disconnected. I'm still here. Okay. Hold on. Why it's not letting me do it? Okay. What's the info all business owners are supposed to submit to confirm their business this year? So as long as you are doing your renewal, they're going to get the information from that. Because I was looking at that too. I'm like, well, is there an additional form or like what's going on? No. As long as you are updating and renewing your information, they'll be able to pull that information from there. There isn't like an additional form or anything like that. If I find out any further information on that, I will be sure to make sure I let you guys know. But I was looking for the same thing and I didn't get anything additional. What the heck? I want to fill this in. How do I fill it in? You know what? I'll just do this. Wow, it's going to be weird right in 2024 this year. I also have to make sure that it's time for me to renew my notary commission. So I'm going to do that next month. Make sure if you guys have to renew your notary commission this year, that you submit it before your commission is expired, okay? So if your state allows you to submit it 3 months in advance, do that, okay? Just in case they have a backup, you don't want to have an overlap. My commission does not expire until July of this year. So I will be applying 5 months in advance. You're welcome, Bernina. I'll be applying next month because, yeah, I don't want any issues. Why did I do that? I just want to save it. Ugh. Do anybody else have any other questions? Let's make sure to save. I'm filling out my W-9 form right now while I'm waiting for you guys to see if you have any questions. Let's make sure that it's saved, right? I wanted to say filled in. All right, it's saved. Perfect. All right. So now I'm going to be tasked with uploading this to all the platforms. Oh, goodness. And I am a part of at least 20 plus. Well, that's not going to be fun. Do I have any thoughts or an opinion on starting a notary business in an attorney state? You live in the Carolinas. So you can still start a business. It's just that you need to read on what are the qualifications for you as a notary to do real property signings. Every state handbook has the qualifications needed for that. Okay, it'll tell you how to handle them as a notary. It should be in your notary statutes. I'm in Florida, and in my notary statutes, it does give me instructions on how to handle real property documents and what I need to do so. So make sure you look that up. You're going to start your business the way that anybody would start a business. You're going to go through all of the formalities of registering your business name, looking for making sure nobody else has the name, getting your EIN number, getting your business account, getting all of that information together. But one thing I know that with attorney states, the only restriction that you will have is handling real property transactions. Okay, there is a way that you have to do it. In some places, you have to have a TIPIC license, in some places, you don't. I'm not in the Carolinas, so I don't know, but I'm sure that your state statutes for notary will tell you all the information you need in order to handle real property transactions. Does that answer your question, Ari? All right, I have this saved on my desktop. Oh, for clarification, the live session for Google or Nextdoor ad tutorial, you have to be a member? No, you do not. You do not have to be a member, Ari. The handbook has an attorney has to be present or involved. All right, so then, Ari, that means that you're going to have to link up with some attorneys in your area so that they know that you are available for that type of service and that they can contact you and have you up under them to be able to transact that. You do not have to be a member. I no longer have a membership, guys. I do not have a membership. The only caveat is if you want to get access to the replay, you need to purchase access to the library. Okay, I have a library that I'm going to be posting the replays to. So if you want to see the replay, then you need to purchase access to it. You can be live for free and follow with us. And like I said, this is not a watch. This is not a come and watch. This is a come and do. You're going to be following us. You're going to have your page up on your end, and you're going to be setting up your ad while we're setting up our ad, and you're going to purchase it, which means you're going to give whatever platform you're working on, either Google or Nextdoor, you're going to give them your credit card information because they're going to bill you at the end of your ads running. So if you have your ad to run for 30 days or 31 days, at the end of that, they're going to bill you for however much you said your budget was for that day. So for example, if you put that your budget is $2 a day, then they're going to bill you at the end of the ads running for the 60 or $60 or more. Okay, whatever your budget is, that's what they're going to charge you for. So this is why I'm telling everybody, make sure you come prepared. I do not want you to come and watch. If you're just coming to watch, then you can watch the replay. I want you to come to the live ready with your marketing budget and your credit card, and ready to follow us as we set up our ads. Okay, we're all going to be physically setting up our ads during that live, and we're all going to be submitting our ads at the same time and waiting to see if it is approved in live. Okay, so please come ready. I no longer have a membership, guys. I dissolved the membership last month, I think. Yeah, I dissolved it last month. So everything is accessible except for the library. All you got to do is come. And I'm not going to be posting everywhere. The link is going to be on the event page. So if you are interested in being a part of the live, you got to go on the event page and you got to click the link. That's what I'm going to be working on today. I'm going to be working on making sure I get these links together for the end of month business meetings. For the end of month business meeting, you will have to print out the worksheets that I share with you. My book is on Kindle. It's not on Apple Books though. It's on Amazon. So there is a Kindle version and there is a paperback. And in the description of this video, I have the link to my book. Also, if you go to the notaryeducationgroup.com, if you go to shop, the page is shop. I have my t-shirt store on there, and I have the links to both of my books. I'm also going to be publishing a new book this year. I am not done with it, so I can't tell you guys the date yet. But when I'm done with it, you guys will definitely know, and it will be available on Amazon. Let me drop the link here for the Notary Education Group. This link is everywhere. It's even listed on this channel, but for those of you who are not familiar, you may be new to joining my live, so you may not know. So I just shared the link here. It's thenotaryeducationgrp.com. You click the events page to get to the events calendar. You click the shop page to get your t-shirts. And I always forget to mention the t-shirts. It's a new year, guys. The t-shirts are for you to be your own walking marketing billboard. Okay, so make sure you have your t-shirts. I got to order me some new t-shirts this year because my t-shirts that I had, I I guess outgrew them, or maybe they shrunk during the wash. I don't know. But I have to get some new shirts as well. So make sure when you order your shirts that you order a size up. They do shrink. I had got mediums, and now they fit like mediums. They fit small. So I'm going to order new shirts, and they're going to be large. So make sure you order a size up, please, when you order your t-shirts, okay? And Ari, did I answer your question about, yes, the books are on Amazon, and there is a Kindle version as well. Oh, and I forgot to mention, because I haven't done it yet, the book price is going to be increasing. Okay. So if you haven't got your book already, you may want to go ahead and do that. Yeah, Bernita, thank you. Anything to go away from me gaining weight. They probably did shrink. So yeah, I have to order all new shirts. I love the Google Me one. And what I did was I went to the t-shirt maker or designer, t-shirt designer in my local mall, and I put my business name at the bottom of that shirt. So it says Google Me, okay, and then it has a search bar. And in the search bar, I put my business name. So I thought that was pretty cool. The shirts that you guys purchase from me, they are customizable. Make sure you're going and getting your name put on there, your name or your contact info or whatever, okay? So that when you're walking around and somebody sees you, they can see it. You're welcome, Ari. Okay, so make sure you get your shirts and get this book. It's all you need to know without all the fluff. You know, I've read notary books before, and I kind of just feel like they ramble. They ramble to fill in the space, and my book isn't like that. My book, it just tells you exactly what you need to do, how to do it, and why, and then you just do it. Okay. But I've been going over the guides with you guys live because I want you to be able to ask questions. When you read the book, you're not really able to ask the questions, you know. So, and I wanted to, okay, I think that's the same thing. And at the end of the book, I do have a resource library link too. So, for sample docs and so forth. So, yes, I'm going to get started on working on those links to add to the event calendar for you guys. Please make sure you go to the event calendar. I do not want to see somebody think, I want to join your stuff, but I don't know where to go because I don't see a link. I'm not about to share the link on all the platforms. I just want you guys to go to the central place where I keep it. Maybe I should post the event calendar link. I'm going to post the event calendar link. Okay. Because, yeah, it'll be too much for me to post all of those different links everywhere because people don't want to look and use them. And don't forget, those posts, they get pushed down the page when you guys are looking. So you may not always get a chance to see it right front and center. So as soon as you see it, save the link, save it. Okay. Did anybody else have any questions? See, I'm happy that I'm just sitting here letting you guys think of any questions you want to ask, because I want to answer your questions. This is what the Monday Q&A discussion is about. It's not just about me talking about different things that I want to talk about with you. It's about you being able to ask me questions and get answers in real time. Let's see. First thing I want to do is I want to set up the end of the month. Let's do that while I'm waiting for you guys to ask questions. Let's move it over. There we go, because I think I'm going black when I... Good job, Renita. Yeah, because I post information in there too, and other people share information, which is what I love about the Facebook group. So it's not just me giving information. You got other people who have been in the game as long as me or longer who can share important information with you. Because sometimes I see information posted in the Facebook group that I didn't even know about. I'm like, oh, thank you for sharing that. And I absolutely love to hear about all of you guys' goals and your wins for the week. And, it's all around good group. It's better than my last group. And my last group was relatively big. So this smaller group is a breath of fresh air. All right, let's see. All right, so I'm going to go to meeting and I'm going to set up the webinar. I have to delete these other ones I may have had. Yeah, I'm going to delete these and I'm going to set up, because you can't sign up for this one. Yeah. Cancel. There we go. I'm going to set up webinars. That way you guys can sign up. You can sign up and you can get the reminders to join in if you are interested in joining our end of month business meetings. The recordings will be posted in the library. End of month business meeting. You will need to come prepared with your SMART goals form. When am I planning the Texas meetup? I honestly was looking at April for that, because I didn't want to come when it was going to be cold. I was going to come in March, but March is my kids' spring break, and I'm supposed to be taking them on a Bahamas cruise. They have been anticipating this Bahamas cruise, so I got to take them. So March is not going to be a good month. I'm thinking April. Will y'all weather be better in April, Vernita? And remember, I'm going to be coming to the Dallas area. My friend lives in Euless or something like that. So I'll be with her. And then that's close to Dallas, I think, right? Oh man, I forgot to save the description for the, let me see if it's here. Yes, it is. Euless. Okay, yes. That's where my friend lives. So I'll be staying close to Dallas, right? So that is where I will be. And she will be the one helping me to get that set up. Okay. Yep, she's going to be the one to help me get that set up. So yes, the 30th. All right, so the end of month business meetings are usually on the 30th, okay, of every month. Some months have 31 days, so I just do it the 30th. And I'm going to set it for 8:30 this time. I had it set for 6:30, but the problem with that is um I'm open till 8 o'clock. So I need to have it scheduled for after I close so that I'm not interrupted. Okay, and this is going to be a recurring monthly on the 30th. Apply. All right. In the events, I want to do 6. We're just going to do January to June. And then if that goes well, then I'll schedule July to December. Register once and attend any event. So I'm gonna have you guys have to just register one time. I'm not gonna have you register for everyone. It's just too much. Uh, Eastern Standard Time. Here we go. Okay. Next. Next. All right. Add and manage. Registrants will automatically receive information on how to join the webinar after registration. Yes. And I want first name, last name, and email address. I think that's good enough. Okay. Attach files. Excuse me. We need to attach membership business one. And I also need to attach my quarterly because sometimes I have a quarterly one. Sometimes when it falls on the 30th, it's the end of the quarter too. So let me see. I don't know what it's called. Let's see. Business meeting. Ugh, I don't know what it's called. Yeah, but I will let you know ahead of time, Bernita, when I'll be in Texas, because I also have to do a Michigan one. In Michigan, I'll probably come in the summer because I already know what the weather's like in Michigan and when. So we'll probably coming. I'll probably come maybe in July for Michigan. So those of you who are in Michigan and watching, probably do July for you, probably do April or May for Texas. And those are the two places where I have people. You know, Michigan is home for me. Texas is where my friend lives. So that way she can help me with that. What the frick? End of month. There we go. Found it. I found it. All right. So it is page 2. I'm setting up the new end of month meetings, guys, if you're wondering what I'm doing. Since I'm here, might as well do it. And once I get off this computer, I'm probably going to be away from the computer. Anybody else have questions? Oh, crap. I'm going to attach more files. There we go. That. And where's my quarterly? Let's do the quarterly one. Quarterly. I don't think it's this, is it? Hmm. Hmm. Thought I had it for something else though. I'm here if you guys have any questions. Hmm. Quarterly. Something else got to come up for quarterly, didn't it? End of month. Hmm. It's not it. I guess maybe it is this. I'm just gonna go back to it, download it, download page 1, not 2. And I want PDF. All right, well, I didn't see anyone else post questions, so I am gonna go ahead and head out, guys. Don't forget to check back at the event planner, not the event planner, the event calendar on the notaryeducationgroup.com website so that you can sign up for the different lives that I have. I'm going to also share with you the live workshop for our marketing ad because we got to get that done. I got to get mine posted and done. So I'm probably going to do that Sunday. I want to do it Sunday. Yeah, do it Sunday. Okay, guys. So I'm going to head out. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll probably be seeing you guys this weekend. We're going to do the book review Saturday and do our marketing ad on Sunday. All right, so be on the lookout for those links. I'm out. See you guys later. Bye.